I'm Zanette Negron, and our special guest today is Maui Hernandez from K-Win. Maui, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
This is excellent. This is excellent. Now, for those of you, you know what, I like to mix it up, and Maui is here to talk about all the exciting things that he's doing. And originally, you started in the radio or broadcast about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And you lived up in Oregon, and you came down here to Stockton. You've been here about, what, 5 years now?
No, actually, just over 3 years now.
Just over 3 years.
Yeah.
And you've come in and you've made a presence with K-Win, and you have, which I think is great, you've got a Sunday show, not only your daily.
Yeah, weekdays, 3 to 7.
Yeah.
In the afternoons.
In the afternoons, and then you have a Sunday special show that you do for events and local nonprofit organizations. Tell us about what is a typical day for you.
Yeah, probably, you mean besides going to the gym and waking up?
Yes, that's right, that's right.
When I get to work, it's kind of a normal day and doing show prep, because you're basically on air for 4 to 5 hours, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's, being on air, it's kind of something that you have to have. It's more like a mentality level of being quick-witted and spontaneous and thinking, like going by the like the seat of your pants, just going really quickly, and so you have to kind of got to get there early. And I start at 3 o'clock on 97.7, 98.3 K-Win.
Excellent.
But I also get there early just because I have to do show prep. I talk about certain things on the radio. That's more pop culture.
Right.
Something that people can connect with.
Exactly.
Whether it be information of the latest celebrities, movies that are coming out, the latest wardrobe malfunction that someone had on the beach yesterday.
That's right.
Stuff like that, that kind of is interesting to a lot of people that listen to our station, because, our station is a certain demo. We play hip-hop, R&B, and pop music, kind of like a top 40 rhythmic station. So we play the Kesha, the Britney Spears, the Beyonce, the Jay-Z, and Ushers and all that stuff.
Good music. Good stuff. I
Yeah,
like it. I like
it's up-tempo, it kind of keeps you energized. And we get a lot of people, not just the younger audience, but the older audience, too, just because the wiser audience, is that better?
Okay. That's fine.
And because they're family, and it's a family-friendly radio station, believe it or not, because it's something that you're not going to hear a lot of profound language, obviously, because it's on the radio. But also we play those safety songs, Justin Bieber, Kesha, because that's something that a 14-year-old girl loves. Plus, it's okay for a 40-year-old mom.
Right, and the 40-year-old dad is going to approve the child to listen to this music, and it's good. It's all healthy.
He's seen pictures of Britney Spears. He likes that song,
You go. So your day, a weekday, you're prepping, you're spending several hours getting that ready, and so then on the weekends also you have, tell us a little bit about the Sunday program that you have.
Yeah, it's actually a PSA, like a public service announcement show, and normally the radio stations, they take PSAs. It's something that every radio station has to do, but most radio stations play like these 15, 30-second segments of like, hey, this is this blood bank in town, and we want you to donate our blood. Come here March 16th. Right,
make the announcement, put the event on the calendar, that kind of thing.
Yeah, quick and simple.
Yeah.
But this way, our radio station now has been doing this for almost 2 years now, is what I do on Sunday mornings, a full half-hour talk show. It's early in the morning, 7:30 to 8 o'clock, so it doesn't interrupt the music.
The flow of the music and that audience.
Exactly, but it's early enough for the people that really are going to be devoted, and these are the type of people that are going to be up that early, to really care and to really appreciate things like this, for nonprofit organizations, charities, fundraisers throughout the area, and basically a way to get the community more involved and to spread the words of upcoming events and charities throughout the area of the Stockton, Modesto, San Joaquin, Stanislaus area.
Right.
Everything, nonprofit organizations, charities, events throughout the area, and people can find that information and then set up interviews with me, because we do it every Sunday, and every Sunday it's 2 different nonprofit organizations or charities. So it's full half-hour show, and all the information and people to contact to get on our show to get a free announcement about what type of charity or event that they want to publicize on our radio station. Just go to kwin.com, keyword council, and that's the best way to get a hold of me, because then I'll contact you back and just kind of set up an interview. That way we can get your word and event spread.
Perfect. And we will put your contact information and scroll it down during the video. Now, I know that you do other things. This young man does a lot. Well, that's why he's young and he's got a lot of energy, which is great. Now you also MC at clubs, and this is something you've been doing for several years, and you're currently doing it here. And tell us a little bit about what you're doing with that.
Well, normally through the radio station, we are paid to do remotes and appearances. But also on top of that, it's more like it's not a job for me. Like I actually love going to clubs.
I can tell.
And places, you know, and entertaining people, and getting in front of people, hundreds, if not thousands of people I've done in the past. Or you're up there on stage and it's just a huge adrenaline rush, which I love. You know, it's just like you have the people in your hand, it seems like, because you can instantly make them cheer, raise their hands, shout out,
raise their glass.
Exactly. And it's just
nothing with paint, but raise your glass.
Yeah. And it's just weird. It's like a power. It sounds weird, but you know, when you're on there, it's just like this.
And it's positive.
Yeah.
It's positive. It's energetic. It's something that everyone's enjoying.
Yeah, and everyone's having a good time. You know, they're celebrating a birthday, bachelorette party, you know, or just having fun on a Saturday night. You know, and I'm out there, and I've been in the music business and I've been in the club scene for a long time, so I know what songs to play. So I'll tell the DJ there's a lot of DJs that they're just doing it for a job, but they don't know the audience. You know, being in radio, you know the audience, you know what people love, and you know what people want, because you get calls and requests all the time. And then there's a lot of DJs that just want to play their own music, so it's good being there to kind of help out.
Well, one of the things is that you should know your audience. We should know who our audience is, and so that way we can cater to whatever likes they have, which is very, very smart. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Now, there's more to you, and I'm going to keep going with this, but you also have T-shirts, and he's wearing one today.
Yeah,
now, there's that great show. Tell us about what's going on with the T-shirts. Now, this is something you recently started, but it's something that you felt, hey, I can do this. You are a creative young man, and this is what you love. So tell us about these T-shirts and what's going on with that.
Well, originally, it probably was like 2 years ago. I just came up with an idea. I think it was mainly because, you know, you go to these stores in the mall, and they sell these shirts, goofy shirts for $20, $25, and they're just dumb sayings, you know, like...
we won't pick a saying, but they are something.
You know, they have images, you know, and it's just like... I could do that. Exactly. You know, I'm very creative. I could do that, you know, that image, but add so much more to it. Or I could come with that idea, or I had that idea like a year ago. Now it's being publicized. But, you know, stuff like that. And obviously, now with music and pop culture, for example, everything's so quick. I mean, something happens every week.
Right.
And for like a major company to spend all their time and assets on one design or one saying or one quote or something that's happening nowadays, is you won't see that for months, if not never.
Right.
So I kind of came up with an idea to, like, I could do that design, and I think that originally I had to create a name and a brand for it to kind of like get out there and just kind of really pop and just kind of like show a creative side to it. And first what I wanted to do is, once I found a name, you know, and you get that whole, you go through the process of, you know, copywriting it and creating images. So I have like this book of just tons of ideas, like 100 ideas, which obviously I don't have 100 shirt designs yet, but
the ideas are there, and as they're coming, you can actually apply them. And so that clothing line is Maui Made Clothing.
Yeah.
Maui Made Clothing. We'll put that information here as well, so don't worry about that. So this is exciting for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know you shared with me that the "What Would Charlie Do" T-shirt was really popular. This is on Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. Like Charlie Sheen is huge, whether you hate him or love him.
That's right.
Everyone's talking about him. You know, winning, and so, you know, to find that shirt in the store, you won't find it for at least another 2 months maybe. And then it's probably going to be old by then.
Right.
So what's great about like my clothing site and also just my ideas is, like, I think of something and I know it's going to be a sensation, or I know it's going to be now and everyone's going to want it right now. You know, for example, like Charlie Sheen. Those shirts are selling.
Like hot cakes.
Exactly. You know, Team Sheen, for example.
Yes.
You know, what would, in the picture of Charlie do? What would Charlie do? And,
exactly.
And you know, the normal quotes. I have a shirt of his top 10 crazy quotes.
Right.
You know, and then just a big "crazy is not a crime" saying. You know, because it's not, but you know, he's crazy. But so stuff like that, you know, it's just like I can produce it and turn it around the very next day if I really wanted to. And those shirts, like if something, you know, like he's a sensation this week, and 2 days later I can make a shirt and sell it. Compared to if you love that, you know, you trying to design it, or you trying to come up with a brand, or you trying to come up with a website to then design yourself, it's going to be very costly.
Right.
Because
and it will take longer.
Exactly.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Now you do this, obviously that's very smart, very good business sense, but you also have a given side, because you obviously mentioned to me about a young singer, Deb, who's local. She's from Manteca, is that correct?
Yeah, Manteca, yeah.
And she has the song that's called, what that she's singing in?
Well, everyone knows it from Like a G6.
Like a G6.
With Far East Movement, which is a huge #1 hit song. And now she's currently has a hit song with the New Boys called Backseat.
Okay.
Before that, she had another song called Bass Down Low. That was just her.
Her.
She's a local talent. She's from Manteca. She's from the 209.
Right.
But she's somebody that in this area has made it, and has made it big. And
so you went to, she had a concert.
She had a concert.
And you made a T-shirt, you say? You made a T-shirt with Deb.
Yeah.
Supporting, and this was just your way of saying, hey, this is a local gal, and I'm going to wear a T-shirt that says she rocks. No?
Exactly. Yeah. I created a T-shirt that says, you know, like her song was Like a G6. So I created a shirt that has, like, you know, a G6, if people don't know, is like a G5 jet private plane, you know, like Donald Trump, you know, flies them, and P. Diddy. You know, if you got the money, you fly it. So, you know, G6 is one higher up than G5 because you have that much more money to afford the better brand, of a private jet, G6, so fly like a G6. And so I created a shirt that says fly like a G6, and it's got this image of a giant jet going off into the sunset. So it's a pretty cool, creative image, but then also it says, like, I'm fly like a G6. And so I just created that for fun.
Right.
And then that's when I kind of transitioned from originally like Hawaiian themed ideas from Maui Made Clothing to pop culture, because that stuff obviously is like now, and that's going to sell now. When other ideas that I have is just something like people
long term.
Yeah, long term.
Those are things you're going to work on down the line, and that's okay. As a business person, I get that. There's things you work on right now that are going to be effective, and then there's things in long term, which is great. I love the way you think. That's very, very entrepreneurial. I love it. I love it. Now, Maui, is there anything else you want to add before we say goodbye, or anything else, anything upcoming or exciting?
You know, there's just a lot of things coming up in the summertime, you know, and who knows what to expect, I guess, is the more thing. But I definitely know come summertime and stuff, I'll have a lot more clothing designs, in it, which is great because it's very inexpensive, and you have, you know, basically unlimited options.
So that's something that the average kid here locally can afford, and so forth. So that's something they can look forward to. How about when we can have you come back again in the summer when you've got whatever you have set up? So
we'll have concerts to talk about. We'll have more, you know, PSA stuff, and of course, huge events come summertime. You know, now that's like springtime, everything's kind of going uphill for the uprising. So I think, you know, another month or so, everything's gonna, you know, get more exposed.
I'll put Maui's information here. A great time meeting you, Maui, really it is. And so thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. You guys, love your feedback, and listen to Kwin and listen to Maui. Thank you.
Thank you.